Hello, welcome Aquarius to your August messages. So the theme for August is we're looking into the positive shifts and changes as well as the blessings for the month of August. So keep in mind these are collective in general. Receive what aligns, release what doesn't. Never give your power away to a reading or an outcome. Remember, you're a conscious creator. You shift and change your timeline. You shift and change your timeline with your free will choice as well as your frequency. So I have to say, Aquarius, someone's giving you a headache. Okay, someone has been giving you a headache or they've been bringing you confusion instead of clarity. So in the quantum shift that's happening, we have intention, hidden motives. So there could be someone in your experience that has hidden motives, or you're just touching back and connecting in with yourself and looking at your motivations, at this time in the month of August, right? We also have teacher coming through as people. So some of you, we have intention and hidden motivations in teacher. So some of you, there might be some sort of teacher or somebody who's more ego-based, ego-minded. It could be a masculine energy. It could be a feminine energy. But they're not in alignment with the way that they're teaching, or there's something that feels off about them, and you really need to trust your instincts or your intuition with that, okay? Never put a teacher, a guru, anyone on a pedestal, okay? Or come at things from like an egoic perspective here. So there could be someone it's kind of being revealed to you that this person maybe isn't a teacher for the right reasons, or something just doesn't align. Something feels off, okay? So trust your intuition with that, because that could, perhaps prevent you for investing a bunch of money in some sort of course, or investing your time and energy into some project or something that, ultimately wouldn't benefit you or align with you. So definitely listen to your intuition. What I like about this intention and hidden motives is there's like that curtain being pulled back. So this reminds me of like your intuition and kind of being able to see through the void and see through the veil of people's true intentions. And you might be doing that through your own intuition, through your dreams, through divination. But really just trust in your intuition. There's the moon energy there. Okay, and we do have the moon card coming out here with the Page of Swords. Trust in your intuition and your instincts with this, especially before you invest in, like a teacher or a program or something like that. Okay, trust your intuition. We also have the King of Coins and the Star. Now, the King of Coins represents the father energy, the business energy, someone who's responsible, someone who is, they're dependable, they're reliable. Okay, with the King of Coin, also they're, typically abundant here. Okay. Some of you, if you're married or you're connected with somebody in a more committed way with that King of Coin and the Star, it might be that your partner is like, hey, I'm not so sure about this, or like there's certain things that they're picking up on too to kind of let you know. Another message that's coming through the King of Coin and the Star energy is some of you could be doing some inner child healing, especially like with a father wound in the month of August. Okay. So that's something that's beneficial here, because when you do that healing work, it does empower you. Then, once you heal the inner child, then the rebellious teenager comes out. And that can be quite empowering too. But there's, different levels to the healing. Then you have the Knight of Swords and the Five of Wands energy coming through. Then the Knight of Swords is quick communication. Okay? It could be quick changes that you're making. The fact that there's a bald eagle there represents freedom, okay, represents expansion, represents kind of rising above the chaos. And so there is this sense of you being able to see clearly and then making changes, moving forward. And then we have that Two of Cups of you aligning with a vibrational match experience, right? Where this can be your relationship as well. But we do have the Queen of Coin underneath that, which is quite interesting. So some of you could be connecting or aligning with someone who could be a future partner, possibly somebody that you would have a commitment with, whether it's in business or it's, in love. But others of you, you're doing your healing work, or you're trusting in your intuition, and you're not allowing yourself to be manipulated. Like there could be information that's withheld from you about something, and it's like with that Page of Swords energy, you're getting curious and you're diving a little deeper into it. And the Moon card, you're trusting in your intuition. You're not just taking things at face value. You're feeling through the energy, and that's going to be really helpful for you in aligning, right? The other message that we have is cinnamon rolls, delightful, I seek pleasure, okay? So you're wanting to have kind of more of a pleasurable experience. You're wanting to enjoy yourself here in August, of course. But I also feel kind of this warrior energy coming up, here, especially if you feel like the veil has been pulled back and someone who, perhaps was a teacher or someone of authority, some that you saw in some form of authority, you sense like something is off here, something is misaligned. So you can make the proper changes, or maybe not invest, or just learn from the experience and integrate that wisdom here. Yeah, I'm sensing someone might try and do like a bait and switch, or they might try and, when they're trying to like get you to sign up for their program, they're really nice and they're giving all the special extra attention. But then when you decide to like take a step back and you start to ask questions, then they get defensive, and then they, saying, well, there's only so many spots left. And like, those are big red flags, okay, for you being manipulated. And I think that's something that's coming in here too with that Knight of Swords and the Five of Wands energy, is like you'll see this person's energy shift when you're not maybe interested in the program, or you're not interested in going with the flow, or what it is that they are selling. You're maybe questioning things, or you are challenging them a bit. And ultimately, especially if it's a spiritual teacher, they want you to evolve and grow, and they want you to do what's best aligned for you. If they're in the right mindset, or they are they have the right intention, right? But if this someone is just after your money, or manipulating you, or control, or siphoning energy from you, right? That's something you kind of need to be aware of here. So there is definitely the sense of you being empowered, especially if you're putting, someone on a pedestal here. And you will see a shift in this person when you don't agree, or you don't want to go with the program, or you ask questions where there maybe is some, purposeful confusion or doublespeak or something like that happening. There's, some manipulation. So you're getting really curious, you're diving deeper, you're slowing down. Again, especially if it's about some sort of program or something that you'd be investing your time and energy in, or perhaps, again, if you're married or you're in a partnership with somebody, they can kind of help you navigate, or they can somewhat see through this. But, as I continue with this energy, that headachy energy is starting to clear. So I do feel like there's something with this person that they kind of keep things purposefully kind of vague, or they don't have the right intention. So just trust your intuition and your instincts here, Aquarius, okay? But it does look like you are going to be aligning with the right career, either the right business partner, or the right romantic partner here, because we have the Two of Cups with the King and the Queen of Coins, which are counterparts. So it does feel like you'll flesh out those wearing a mask, or those with, not having the right intentions, and that will help you align with those that do, with the Two of Cups. So discernment's definitely needed in August for you. But then, yeah, you get to enjoy kind of, a shift in your frequency into things being more delightful here, right? So when it comes to how you can benefit the planet, Aquarius, we have dragons. Send dragons to heal the world. Okay, so dragon energy is about clearing obstacles. Dragon energy is also about transformation. Dragon energy is also like a protective energy, and some of you might have this dragon energy or dragon spirit kind of around you. Some of you might be kind of really in this fierce energy, or again have this like fierce protective spiritual energy around you. But let's go ahead and look into the dragon energy here. Some of you, it's like, again, you were a light worker navigating in a space, and you could kind of see through kind of the shadow and the inner workings of how things were playing out here, and that's now empowering for you here. Yeah, it says ask your personal dragon to protect you and clear your path each day. Dragons also help with transmuting energy. So for those of you that align with that, or it could be, it could be your angels. But I think this is about your personal fire. This is about your passion. This is about clearing illusions and seeing things in a way that are authentic and true. Okay? And that helps you to make the best choices and the best collaborations and partnerships in your experience, because you have a lot of value, you have a lot to add, you have a lot to offer here. Okay? And you also deserve to live in this kind of delightful energy and to enjoy pleasure. So, very interesting, Aquarius. So it looks like blessings of discernment and support and aligning with the right frequencies and being able to see through those that don't have the best intentions, or even you connecting in with your own intentions, for why you're navigating the way you're navigating or what's important for you. To further align with your authenticity and what you're here to create and who you're here to create with. Okay? So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Receive what aligns, release what doesn't. Thank you so much for joining me. Take the best care of yourself, and I will see you soon.